Been no live performances in Scotland now since the very start of the pandemic, unlike England, which some live performances were able to go ahead. Before the pandemic, I would say that Scottish drag was probably the biggest it has been, but there was a sense that there could definitely be more appreciation and more financial appreciation for drag artists doing drag in Scotland.
The UK's next drag race superstar is Chaney.
Yes, I absolutely think that Lawrence's win on Drag Race will benefit the Scottish drag scene. If we look at it in three layers, internationally, I think it puts Scottish drag on an international platform. Drag Race has a global fan base, so people will now be looking to Scottish drag to see what other Scottish drag artists are like and really taking an interest in Scottish drag, because I think Lawrence brought a really unique take to Drag Race. And a very Scottish take, so she's definitely platformed Scottish drag well internationally. The second layer of that, I would say, in terms of the UK, there has been disparities in pay in the UK, with queens and kings south of the border tend to have been paid more and have more drag opportunities. But I think that now that Lawrence has won it, potentially it puts us in a position to say, no, we are just as good as the England artists or artists elsewhere, and actually Scottish drag is really fantastic. Of course, Scottish drag was quite booming before the pandemic, with shows up and down the length of the country. But I think now, with Lawrence's win, potentially people who have been watching the show, Drag Race, maybe for the first time, or they are fans of Drag Race, might be more inclined now to go to local Scottish drag shows. And although Lawrence is now internationally well known, as local artists in Scotland, I think we can also benefit from that, because we will get more people at our shows, our audiences will be bigger, and there is a potential to put on new events as well after the pandemic that haven't been running, if the demand for drag is there, which I think it will be, especially because people have missed live performances, and there may be some new drag fans following Drag Race UK and Lawrence's win.